much for those kind words.
Which ones?
Yeah, all of them. First things first, how amazing does my wife look tonight? To reiterate obviously what Adrian said, thank you so much for being here. I know a lot of people say that in a wedding speech, but everyone's made such an effort to be here, and it just feels absolutely brilliant that everybody came here today. Hope you've been enjoying your time in Italy and enjoyed the rest of the night. And despite a little setback earlier, things are going to, it's going to be a fantastic night. I've got a few thank yous I'd like to make. Start with Lindy and Adrian, or maybe it's Lindy. I'd just like to thank you for raising such an amazing daughter and allowing me to marry her. Since the first day we've met, you've taken me in as into your family as one of your own, and I'll be forever grateful for that. We've had many fantastic nights together, getting drunk, eating good food, and hope we have many more in the future.
And getting drunker.
Yeah. No, you've welcomed me in, even despite that little flaming lamb incident.
Someone had to mention it!
Gotta get out first. Unfortunately, I can't promise I won't make an idiot of myself in the future. I do promise to look after your daughter always. To my dad, to Mum and George, thank you very much for your love and support over the years, regardless of whether I wanted to take on board or not. It must be very hard for you all to come to terms that you raised such a perfect son. Special thanks to my mum for getting everybody here today. If it wasn't for you, we'd be a few people short, so thanks, Mum. I don't say it often enough, but I love you all very much. Katie? Round of applause for Katie, please, who looks absolutely stunning. And we'll be forever grateful. I can only imagine the hell that Leanne has put you through today, Katie. So thank you very much for your patience.
She's been just like a moth.
If it's any consolation, I've just signed up for a lifetime of that, so
She's all yours.
yeah. So James, thank you very much for being my best man today. James and I have known each other for 20 years. Getting on for 20 years anyway. Shows my age a bit, doesn't it? I couldn't wish for anything else for my best friend. Well, if he was rich, it would be nice to have box tickets for James's park. But other than that,
You actually haven't heard his speech yet.
yeah, I know.
Yeah. I'm not having it now.
Mate, I'd just like to wish you every success with your speech to come.
Thank you.
We've got a few gifts for parents, bridesmaid and best man, but we'll give them out during the evening. What is it?
It's a course on writing speeches.
Now to Leanne. Where do I start? My biggest thanks goes to you simply for being you. I can't even begin to tell you how amazingly gorgeous you look today. To me, you look your best when we have our lazy Sundays together and you lounge around in your pyjamas and your messy hair. But today, you look so pretty and elegant and you've blown me away. It might sound strange, I read it down here, but it doesn't make sense to read from it. It was, we came to Italy, we had a brilliant time. It was only when I saw Leanne coming down the aisle that it kind of sank in we were getting married. I know, it sounds crazy, but yeah, it's true. And I'm so proud that I can now be my wife. Not long after we met, you always said that you hated those people who had a smug look on their face because they were in a relationship. I'm afraid you're going to have to make an exception tonight, because this isn't changing. Leanne, you make me smile every day, you make me laugh every day, and hopefully soon you'll make my dinner every day. So I'm not holding out much hope on that one. On a serious note, I love so many things about you. I love your selflessness, your kindness, your dedication to your job, that infectious smile of yours, and yes, even your stubbornness. I promise to love you always and be the best husband I can be. Someone once said, the secret to a successful marriage requires falling in love many times, always with the same person. And that's exactly what I tend to do with you. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please raise your glasses in a toast to my beautiful bride, water or wine? To Leanne, the new Mrs. Cooper.
Leanne!
Oh, that's lovely.
They've just stole all your A material, gents.
I hope everyone's comfy. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who don't know me, I'm James, and tonight I've got the dubious honour of being Colin's best man. Before I start, I'd like to thank Adrian and Colin for their speeches. You both left a very hard act to follow. And I'd also like to compliment Katie on her role as bridesmaid today. She completed the main job admirably, which was getting Leanne on here on time, which was no mean feat, because I actually felt quite a struggle. I'm sure you'll all agree when I say Katie looks beautiful in a dress, and Adrian and Lindy must be very proud of both of their daughters. On behalf of Katie and myself, I'd like to thank Colin and Leanne for asking us to be involved in your wedding today. I know what tremendous effort you put into it, especially Leanne. I can only hope. I can only hope, apart from this speech, everything has exceeded your expectations. And on behalf of the bride and groom, I'd like to thank you all for travelling this far to be here with them on this special day. I look around and it amazes me how far people will go for free meals. Colin, I hope you made the most of this speech, because that's the last time. Talk for 5 minutes without getting interrupted from now on. Incidentally, I've heard some of you commenting on how calm, cool and relaxed Colin's looked today. He appears to have avoided the wedding day jitters. However, that's probably because now you've seen him at 9 o'clock this morning lying on his bed with his mum rubbing his back, trying to feed him another spoonful of Cocoa Pops. It was a great privilege to be asked by Colin to be his best man. He's very generously returned the favour I asked of him last year, during which he took the opportunity to poke a lot of cheap jokes at my expense, and I hope tonight I get the chance to give him a few back. Nobody else could stand here right where I am now and be more proud and honoured to be representing Colin today on the most important day of his life. He really is. He's my best friend. And what can I say about a man? He's come from humble beginnings. A man, he's now quickly rising to the top of his profession based solely on intelligence, grit, and the willpower to push on. Well, as it failed. A man, he's beginning to distinguish himself at the very highest level amongst his peers, and where none can say a bad word about him. Enough about me, though. I'm here to talk about the first thing a best man's supposed to do in his speech is let everyone from the bride side of the family know what kind of man Colin is. So, he's handsome, he's witty. I can't read your writing there, mate. I understand that. When I sat down to write this speech, I started thinking about how long we'd known each other. And I think it's over 20 years, probably 21 years, something like that. And I couldn't help but thinking that surely it must be his round by now. As unaccustomed to public speaking as I am, I've been a little bit nervous before today. However, Colin's been brewing. He took me to the side earlier on today to calm me down. He said if I do a really good job and take it easy on him, I could be the best man in his next wedding as well. Seriously though, and more importantly, I'd like to congratulate a happy couple, Colin and Leanne. Any of us here, like myself today, have been lucky enough to spend time in your company and know what a great couple they are, and they complement each other perfectly. When I first met Leanne, my impression was an attractive, charming, clever and thoughtful person. Then she ruined that facade by agreeing to marry Colin. Colin, I think he's a really lucky man today. Leanne's a wonderful girl, and she deserves a great husband. I thank God that Colin met her before she had a chance to find him. I was talking to Leanne's dad earlier, and he said to me, he says, as a young girl, she was never as happy as when she had a dummy with her. He said, some things never change. Look how happy she is today. I can honestly say, Leanne, Colin has managed to find one of the best girls possible. He'll leave here today having gained a wife who is thoughtful, loving and caring. And Leanne, you've got a beautiful dress and a lovely bouquet. In all seriousness, I'd like to say how beautiful Leanne looks today in that fabulous dress. And I think she deserves a round of applause because she looks really lovely.